Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, as y'all know, I can't leave nothing alone when I get it. You can tell that by my Pioneer. Well, in my tractor, I feel like it needs a little bit more lighting. So I'm kind of ashamed to say that I got this sent to me well over a year ago, maybe even almost 2 years ago, and I couldn't find a use to put them on, but it's from one of my favorite companies, and I use their lights on everything. You've seen a lot of side-by-sides come out of the Pine Life garage that have night light, light LED light bars, light pods. So this is actually a set of pods that they sent me, and I'm going to be installing them on the back of my tractor. I put a canopy on my tractor, actually a home built one, but I made sure I added what's aluminum rail, slotted rail, which we call 80/20 around here. And I'm going to be attaching these to my tractor on the back, and I have another light night long bar coming for the front with the switch box. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this box. We'll do an unboxing and show you what it comes with, and I'll point out some of the reasons why I like Nightlight so much. So let's spin around and look at them. Now these are the Nightlight Pros. They're a Nixman light. They're a pod light. Like I said, I received these here a while back, and I'm really excited about getting these put on the tractor and seeing what they look like. So here it is opened up. Really nice lights. Now these are not the ones that you mount from the back. So these will actually hang down, and that's what kind of had me stumped about what I was going to do with these. I thought about putting them on my truck. There's really nowhere else on the side-by-side I could put them, but this will work perfect hanging down like that off of my tractor. So it comes with two lights, of course. And then it has all the hardware, as you can see, very well put together kit, very heavy duty brackets. And then I opted to get the kit, the wiring kit. Now this kit comes with a on and off switch. We'll open this up and get a little bit better look at it, but it comes with relay and everything. I mean, this is a really, really good kit. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like on the tractor. So it comes with all the fittings. As you can see, it's kind of a plug and play deal. You got detailed instruction. This one here comes with a switch. But I might be hooking this up. The switch should unplug right here. I might be hooking it up into a dual gang box so that I can have both on my switch box, which I ordered a Nightlight switch box, Nightlight switches, and they're orange, and I ordered the front LED light bar, which will bolt up a little bit different than this. So it's got the relay fused, good terminal ends. There's where you unhook the switch, and then of course all your wiring to both lights. That'd be left side and that'd be right side, or vice versa, whichever way you want to do it. And then another thing I like about Nightlight is their wiring stuff is so simple to follow. I mean, it's just straight up, you know, you can't get that wrong. So this switch is, okay, it's got a DRL and then both lights on DRL. So you can run it probably with both lights all the time, or just the center ones. So we're gonna, just the driving lights. So we're gonna hook these up where they all come on at the same time, because when I flip it on in the back, I want it to, you know, I want it to light up where I'm at. So this is gonna be real handy backing up, because on the tractor, with a tractor, especially at night, if you're, you know, back at bush hogging or trying to keep an eye on what's going on, or daylight gets away from him, a lot of us has got to do it after work. You know, I work a full-time job and do Paint Life on the side. Not only that, take care of all the property that we've got to, you know, for food plots, clearing, keeping road beds cleared out, salt licks. So it's constant. You know, deer season's year round for us. I mean that deer season, we're in pre-deer season the whole time, you know, prepping. A lot of people take them comments out of my videos like, our deer season ain't open year round. Well, ours ain't actually open year round either, but we're always preparing. And like I told my wife, it's either pre-deer season deer season or post deer season, we stay after them. So we keep the Pioneer rolling. It's loaded up now with fence posts, ladders, and everything else ready to go. So we'll get the tractor down here and get these hooked up, get a tripod and stuff, and we'll get these put on. I'm excited about seeing what these look like on the tractor. So I got the tractor out here, and for y'all that watch the channel, I didn't buy a new canopy. This was actually a canopy that was in the woods that my great uncle gave me. It was, he had it custom built in I don't know when, but I believe it was on a Ford tractor. So he gave it to me, but the rock system is on it wasn't no good. So I basically need these Kubota brackets, and I was gonna make my own, but my other uncle had damaged his top and cracked it, and when he was going and bent it all up, when he was going down the road, the top blew off. So he had these outside brackets, the rest of it was destroyed. So I straightened them, and what I was talking about is when I put it back together, I used this 80/20 frame. So it's got the T-slot in it. You can go up here. I've got one on the front and one on the back. Basically all I done with this top was filled the holes in with rubber washers and bolts. I painted the bottom gray, and I had to weld up a plate. You can see right there, it had a rust hole in it. I welded that up, and then the top's orange. So it looks pretty cool. But we're gonna put these lights on the bottom of this rail, one here and one there. So we'll get these night lights on. Now, I want to make a note here. These do come dimpled for the bolts that come with it to fit in that slot so that you can tighten from the opposite side. Now, for me, I'm not going to be needing that because I'm going to be using 5/16 bolts. So I took a hammer and an anvil here and flattened them out because I actually need to tighten it from the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to be using these T-slot nuts. As you can see, they're grooved, they're drop-in T-slot nuts. They got the ball bearing to keep them straight. So all you got to do is put them in, get you a screwdriver, or rock them back and forth, get them in place just like that. I'm gonna slide that one down to somewhere right in there, and then this one I'm gonna do the same way. I'm gonna face the hole out to get more room. Just pop it in, and it rests right there, just like so. Now we'll put our brackets on, and then be able to position our lights, and we'll have these lights mounted. Very easy. This 80/20 or T-slot aluminum, whatever you want to call it, this stuff works. Go ahead and straighten them where we want them. I'm actually wanting this light further out, so I'm gonna slide it down a little bit. Right there. Tighten her down. I ain't going nowhere. See how these brackets lay. So you take your longer bolts, put your wire out the back. Ooh, tighten it down, tighten that up. Okay. Start your longest bolt with your lock washer and the main hole, which is actually your bracket. It's the top hole. Screw that one in. You're going to take your smaller bolts and put in the lower hole. And those are the ones that let it pivot. That's your one. That bottom hole is the one that locks it down in position that you want it. So I'm going to set them both at like a 22-degree angle. Can't get in there. And that way, when I got the bush hog implements, whatever's behind me, I can really light it up. I don't want a lot of glare off this gray top. I want them to, you know, to hit out behind the tractor. So I'm gonna go about a 22-degree angle. I'll tighten the bottom one first just to hold it at the angle I want, like that. Yeah. And then before you torque everything down, make sure you got all your bolts run in nice and tight. Yeah, all right, and then torque it down. I like the angle of both of those. As y'all know, tractors like to vibrate and jump around, and I'll be in field, so I want these things tight where they ain't slopping around and moving. Okay, and both these Allen wrenches are provided with the bolts. Nilight is always, everything I've installed, about everything comes with the correct tools you need. That's it. They're on. And there they are. At the correct angle I want them. They're tightened down. That'll be perfect for bush hogging. And then from back here, it ain't going to obstruct no view whatsoever. It's going to be perfect. Now, since I'm not running, I don't want the option of having the driving light and the spotlight. I'm going to choose to tie my red and yellow together. So before I crimp my ends on, so I'm going to pull some of that off. And you might require that we cut back into this sheathing just a little bit more, but I believe there's more than enough there to make the connection. So I'll twist them together just like that. That's going to give me this center driving light and these lights. And then we're terminated and ready to go. Hey y'all. Well, I've got the lights mounted and I got to thinking about it. I should show how this gets wired up and how it gets hooked up. So instead of showing you how I'm gonna cut it, I'll do it in the next video when my other light comes in. Well, actually my other light just come in. I'll be shooting a video on it here in a minute. But I'm gonna go ahead and just run a couple wires and show you explain how this gets hooked up. I'll put it on the tractor and then it'll be self-explanatory for you. Now, one thing about these lights you need to remember is these lights was sent to me to do a video because I'm such a Nilight fan. I don't get all my lights free. I buy all of them. This is the only set I've ever got given to me by Nilight. But these are more for a truck, or they're really for a Jeep, because you got the driving light right in the center that's on. You can turn it on just to have the line like you would the halo lights. And then you hit the other button and it, brings them full light. Now, I have got this one wired to where they both come on. Because that's the way I'll run them. I'll be flipping them on and off, and they're going to be super bright for me to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to spin around here and show you the wiring, and then I'll go out here and run some longer leads, and I'll show you what the lights look like hooked up. So we'll spin around here and look at the wire right quick. So looking at the wiring harness, you'll notice that this end is connected together. They're probably 36 inches apart. These will hook up to your lights as normal. You'll put 3 male connectors on, and that is included with the kit, and you'll put them on the wires that's on the lights that I already have changed. But you'll hook these up, left, right, light. Then of course this is your switch. We'll get to that in a minute. But you just got your regular battery cables. Hot, you go hot and ground, or you can run this to a terminated switch that'll come on with your key switch. And then this here would go to any ground, body ground, or whatever. But most people put these to the lights. It is fused, so it did come with an extra 30 amp fuse, which is handy. The big thing I like about these kits when you get them is they do have the relay. This relay can really help you on saving power and the light not overheating and using up juice and everything. That's what you definitely, that's a big to do. So these would go to the battery. This would get mounted under the hood. These would go to the lights. This, however, will come inside the cabin. And in a normal situation with running these lights, as you can see here, this configuration A, which is the red light, would be the main light. B would be the green light only, and that would be just the center. Then red and green together is all of it together. This is how it will be hooked up on my tractor, and this is what it'll look like here in a second when I turn them on for you. So it's very self-explanatory. Follow the steps I put in this video, and then of course, you can hook this up in your car just like it comes, because it has very, very detailed instructions. They're easy to follow. So I'll go ahead and just quick hook these up, and I'll go ahead and run longer leads, and then we'll work the switch. And that way this video will be dedicated to Nilight. Thank you once again, Nilight, for these lights. So basically what I've done, I jumped off the battery and made me some extensions and got the wires run up here like they're supposed to be. So I have my red and yellow terminated. Now in a normal situation, you'd have your red, yellow, and your black. As you can see, the yellow is not hooked up here. That's gonna be temporary because there will be a change after this video. But anyway, we'll kick these things on. I know it ain't dark, but you'll see how bright these things are just under this top. So should be the red one. I'll go ahead and kick the green one on too, just to make sure. Oh yeah, you see how bright they are. Very, very cool. That will help out a lot behind this tractor at night. So it's just hook to one side, hook the other half to the other, and then you will terminate the rest of this stuff under the hood and run your switch to the inside. That's it. And like I said, big shout out to Nilight. I really appreciate it. These are awesome lights. I'm sorry it took so long to get them out, but I've been trying to find a use for these, and this tractor is the perfect use. When I received these, I didn't have the tractor. So these will come in handy to be used for many years. You'll probably see them in videos with Paint Life. But to everybody else, this is a easy to install kit. You will not beat Nilight for the quality of light and easy instructions, tools, and everything else that comes with it. Their bolts, everything is figured out for you. You just got to take the time to do it. And anybody with normal tools and stuff can do this. So we're going to leave these like they are. This will be this Nilight video for the Nextman light. And the next video will be the front light bar. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll put the link in the description below for these parts. And of course, I will tag it down below. This was given to me. I did not purchase it. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. Please try out Nilight and look at all of their lights for your light needs. So if you like what we're doing, please subscribe and like. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications so you won't miss a single video. We've got a lot coming on, some tractor videos, Pioneer videos, some more food plots. Of course, hunting's right around the corner. We're about 3 months out. So as always, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. See ya.